Hey, elite educators and purposeful parents. Welcome or welcome back to another video. I am Kimberly Deneen with Education Noire. And at Education Noire, we give you all the tips and tools you need to level up your practice for student growth and achievement. I am happy to be filming in a new location. I'm trying something different. I normally record in my office. Today, I'm in my living room. So hopefully you enjoy this new scenery. So we can't take care of others if we are not taking care of ourselves. And sometimes, in order for us to take care of ourselves, we need to go on vacation. We need time away. We need to do something different other than our monotonous daily schedule. So today's video is all about the top 7 reasons for solo travel. I am just coming off of a solo cruise that I took for our February break, and it was a very relaxing trip. And I also had the opportunity to meet some people that I probably would not have met had I not been on a solo trip. So I want to get into the video and we'll discover together the top 7 reasons for solo travel. Let's go. Number 1, increased self-confidence. You'll gain self-confidence traveling solo. It requires a certain amount of courage to journey away from the comforts of home on your own, especially as a female solo traveler. And you'll actually, and I have some notes too, you'll actually be able to handle the challenges that may come your way. And through handling the challenges, you'll actually realize how strong you are and how capable you are. And through these challenges, you'll have increased self-confidence. Traveling solo allows you to meet new people. And because you're solo, you'll be forced to be outgoing, more outgoing than you would normally. And because you do not have your friends or your family there, you'll be more open to talking to other people, especially locals, as you travel. This last time on my cruise, I was able to meet a lady from London, and we spent quite a bit of time on the cruise. I also met another lady from Chicago, and we actually are planning to keep in touch. I'm keeping in touch with the lady, her name is Victoria, from London through WhatsApp, and the other lady that I was able to meet, we became friends on Facebook. So, travel and traveling solo, when you meet other people, you never know what those relationships can grow into. So, traveling solo allows you to meet new people. Traveling solo allows you to build your own itinerary. There's no need to compromise with any friend or family member. You can actually do what you want when you want, and you just have more freedom. So, being able to build your own itinerary allows you to discover more, and also tailor the itinerary to your own interests. You don't have to be dragged to something that you really don't want to do because there are other people on the trip. So there's your third benefit to solo travel. Traveling solo allows you to discover yourself or rediscover yourself as you discover the world. You won't have anyone around you, your friends or your family, who define you on a regular basis. You'll get a chance to rekindle your relationship with yourself through solo travel. So, solo travel allows you to step out of your comfort zone. If you are not naturally a risk taker like me, I like to challenge myself. I made a pact with myself that every summer I would do one thing out of my comfort zone. And I think I've probably always been a risk taker, a person who likes to challenge myself ever since I was a young child. I remember when my sister, she's much older than me, and she was driving, and my cousin was wanted to learn how to drive, so she allowed my cousin, to practice. I don't think she had her permit yet, but she just wanted to try it, so she let my cousin try it, right? So my cousin, her name is Pam. She's going, all cautiously, and she's, taking her time. And I was like, okay, my turn. I'm much younger, right? I pressed down on the gas and I was just going for it. My sister was scared to death. And I'll never forget that. But I've always been the kind of person who just, just not afraid of a challenge and willing to put myself out there. So if you're not naturally inclined to that, then solo travel is definitely for you because it will push you out of your comfort zone. You'll try things that maybe you wouldn't normally try on a daily basis. And just the sheer nature of leaving your country, or leaving your state or wherever you decide to travel alone is definitely pushing yourself, right? I think the first time that I wasn't on a solo trip, I was on a trip with one of my friends, but I tried snorkeling for the first time. And so now, whenever I travel, I always want to snorkel because I never knew that I liked it. So solo travel pushes you to try new things. You may feel a little more free to try new things because you won't have anyone around to criticize you or or just say whatever it may be. You won't have anyone around, so you may feel a little bit more comfortable trying something new. So yeah, push yourself. Solo travel. Solo travel allows you to enjoy more time alone, right? Um, you'll get a chance to enjoy me time. You'll have time to enjoy reading, sleeping, trying new foods, whatever it is that you enjoy. You'll have the opportunity to do that with yourself, enjoying your own company. Um, I I am happily divorced, so I take myself out on dates. I'll take myself to dinner. I'll take myself to the movies. I'll take I'll take little day trips alone. So you solo travel allows you to get in tune with yourself and enjoy your own company. You made it to our last one, and this is actually one of my favorite ones out of all of the top sevens. No drama. You do not have to worry about any arguments. You do not have to worry about anybody getting an attitude. You do not have to worry about anybody complaining. You don't have to worry about anything because guess what? You are on a solo trip. So, no drama. I use this picture because, these reality shows always end up having some drama. This one with the Housewives of Atlanta, things are going well for a while, and then eventually there's some drama. Well, guess what? You don't have to worry about any drama happening on a solo trip. And that is my top 7 reasons for solo travel. And I have a bonus item, and I'll get to that in just a second. Hey, ditch the fears. There, there are a lot of reasons why some may fear solo travel. One of them could simply be a fear of being lonely. Trust me, you will not be lonely on a solo trip. There are plenty of people around. There are locals to talk to. There are people that you may encounter who are from the US. There may even be people who are from your same city. You will, there is no shortage of people. So let's ditch that fear. You won't be lonely. There's a fear of, am I going to be safe? There are apps that are specifically created for your family to know exactly where you are. You can also make sure that you are registered on the U.S. Department of State website so that they know that you've traveled out of the country. Let your family know that you are traveling. Um, Let your friends know you are traveling. Check in. You're more than likely going to be in a place that has internet, Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to contact your family and your friends through different apps. For instance, WhatsApp. There's Marco Polo. There's Duo. There's Facebook Messenger where you can make video calls. You'll be able to check in. They will know where you are. And guess what? There is I call it a fear factor that this country, and I'm speaking on the U.S., that they make everywhere else seem so unsafe. But if you looked up the actual crime rate of some of these places, you'll see the crime rate is way lower than here in the U.S. So ditch that fear. You'll be okay. And then there may be a fear of having your meals alone. It took me a while to get to the point where I could enjoy my meals alone. And I did that right at home. Do some dry runs now before you do your solo trip. Go out for lunch and enjoy your own company. Go out for dinner and enjoy your own company. Do that a few times and you'll feel comfortable when the host or the hostess says, how many? And you can say 1, and it will not be a issue for you at all. So do some dry runs now before you take your solo trip. Ditch the fears. Ditch the fears. Create a plan for yourself. So that way, create a plan for safety. On this last trip, this solo cruise that I took, I wanted to eat somewhere where the locals ate in the Bahamas. I've been to the Bahamas more than once, but this time I cruised there. The last few times I actually flew to the island. I knew I wasn't going to be there long because I was on a solo cruise, and I just wanted some I wanted some food where the locals ate. I didn't want anything that was made for the tourists. So I walked, and it probably was about a 2 mile walk, maybe, and met a couple of people on the way there just to ensure that I was going the right way. And I mean, it was a great experience. The food was awesome. On my way back, um, I saw a sign about Johnny Cake, and I was like, "Well, what is Johnny Cake?" And this guy was sitting in front of a like, I guess it was a restaurant. He said, "Hey," he said, "go in there and ask them about the Johnny Cake." So I went in, and the guy gave me some free Johnny Cake to sample. It was different than I don't know how to I don't know how to compare it to anything that I've had. The best, I guess, the closest thing I could compare it to is a cross between a White House roll and cornbread. Mm. But had I not taken the the walk to the local restaurant, which I found out from our guide after we went snorkeling, she told me Bahama Grill. She said, yes, that's where we go, the Bahama Grill. So I was like, okay, I'm going. Nothing happened to me on that 2 mile walk, So just ditch the fears. Ditch the fears. And then not only that, but when you are on a trip and I was on a cruise, so I connected with a couple of people. They're going to be looking for you, so ditch the fears. It's a lot out here in this big old world to see. Don't let fear stop you from seeing it. So, thank you so much for watching until the end. This has definitely been a great video to do. I love doing it here in my living room, which is a different location for me. If you found value in this video, please definitely like and subscribe and share it. Share it with especially a female who has been thinking about doing a solo trip. Share it with her. And until next time, continue to level up your practice for student growth and achievement. And I'll see you in the next video.